nine, number nine, number nine, number nine, number one, number one. Hello, my fellow Americans. Thank you for watching another episode of my YouTube channel here, The Wandering Troubadour. And I am coming to you from. I'm laughing because I'm going to tell you the story about the microphone in a minute. But welcome to my apartment. Fortunately, but unfortunately, I'm going to try to stay here as long as I can. Not because it's raining, but I got to keep busy. And there are so many things that I want to do music-wise that I really cannot do in the van because of the limited space. For example, I have my drum set. I have my bass guitar right here. I've got two keyboards, piano keyboards, and there's so many other things that it can get frustrating. But also, the other reason is because the time is going to change. The stupid daylight saving times is going to start towards the end of October. In about a couple of weeks, we're already on the 14th. Maybe I should enlarge this, so you can. On the 14th, and then it's gonna start getting dark much quicker, and I hate that damn daylight savings time. So in order for me to stay in the van, I would have to buy a type of generator, whether it's a solar generator. Pardon me, I got an itch. Whether it's a solar generator or a gas generator, either way, it's going to cost over between $500 to $800. Now, the other route I could go is to buy one or two more batteries, and those are going to cost about $125 plus tax each. So you're talking at least at least about $300 for two more. And the reason that is because I only have one battery in there right now, and the other two batteries, at least two of them, to really keep me comfortable in there without having to stress about turning off this and watching this light and that, so I think two of them would be really good. And that would leave me with the ability to run my guitar setup, for example. It's a digital that I don't know if I've showed it to you, but it's called the Head Rush Flex Prime. This is it here. I have one of these. And I mean, it's a fantastic piece of music equipment. And if I can show it to you here. And it doesn't take a lot of power. But the problem with it is that I don't want to hear it through the headphones. Okay. I mean, it's okay if I have to, I guess I'm picky, man. I have two reference monitors in the van that are 95 watts each one. And they would definitely suck up electricity. So by having two batteries, I could run the Head Rush and the reference monitors for, I don't know, a couple hours. And I would have enough light to get me through the night with my fan on. And the other thing that it would definitely help me with is my electric blanket at night. I have ran my Olympian Wave 3 heater in the past, uh, but there's a lot of fiddling around with it because it works. Okay, it works really, really nice. But you have to, it doesn't have a, God, what is it called? A temperature reading thing. And on the lowest one, I have to open up like a number of windows, like 2, 3, 4 inches, plus the sliding door. I managed to figure out how to open the sliding door, the big one on the side, and if you close it real slowly and hear the first click, you're in luck, because then you'll have a 1 inch gap through the entire sliding door for ventilation, fresh air. And you run the fan, and then you have the heat circulating evenly, distributing evenly, and but there are times when I get too scared. I have fallen asleep with it many, many times without any problems. I do have a smoke, carbon monoxide poisoning thingamajig in there, and the fan, and I have the vent open. The vent doesn't have a fan, and I have, so it's like it works so good, but you have to literally acclimate the temperature that you're going to be comfortable with by opening all these windows and this and that, and you have to calibrate the temperature that you like, in other words, by opening all of these windows and doors, and if it's raining, well, you're shit out of luck. So so the battery would help me when I'm going to bed, because then if it's raining, I could turn off. Not like it's gonna rain every freaking day. I'm in San Diego. But sometimes you also don't want to sleep with your windows open or your sliding door open. You know, you never know what maniac is gonna come and try to, pry open the door. So that's where the electric blanket comes in, and the 2 batteries come in. It would be 3. And I think that would be really, really nice to have. Um, and also, to run to run my refrigerator freezer longer than the normal, because when it's not daylight savings time and the night comes much later, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I don't have to worry. But when the daylight savings time, you got to worry, because by 4 o'clock, that sun is going down. And you got to worry about your refrigerator cooling, warming up your food, and then you spoil the food. So by having 3 batteries in total would allow me to run my refrigerator freezer for a number of hours after it gets dark. And it would make me feel more comfortable. So right now, I'm not really prepared to spend that much money. So what's happening here with this apartment is the housing people, the housing department, Section 8, have already received. I don't know if there's a lot of like echoing. 2, 1, 2, test. I love this effects. 1, 2, test, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, test. Coming, number 9. Anyways, so I wish I could show you all of my toys. I really wish I could show you all this gear I have in front of me. I got power amps, interfaces, direct input boxes, stands. I mean, microphones everywhere. My piano keyboard here. There's another one underneath. Oh, see, I hit the mic stand. There's another synthesizer keyboard right underneath here. And in order to remove the pops from the microphone, I put a sock. I put a sock on it. This is a sock. This is my sock. Otherwise, it's just like that. And then you get to hear a lot of the pop, 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 all those pops. So I put this. And that's my pop filter. See, pop filter. You don't hear that pop, loud pop anymore. Pretty good, huh? See, I'm not that dumb. um, so, but yeah, I have so many toys here, but I mean, unfortunately, it's hard to be productive in this place here. So the Section 8 housing people did reply to me last week, and they said that they received all of the reasonable accommodation documents from my doctors and psychiatrists to be moved to another building and be on a floor where there's nobody above me. But they said that it can take up to 2 months. But below that, it said, however, most cases are answered much sooner than that. It said. I said, okay. So it can be 2 months. It could be a month. It could be next week. I don't know. So the other reason I decided to take my chances and bite my lip, as much as I'm still going to go in the van on and off. I'm not just abandoning it. The other reason is because after that last video I showed you guys that I mentioned about a nervous breakdown, I'm not sure if it had to do a lot with me not taking psych meds. But there's a lot of tension in this apartment building. There is a lot. And I don't want to bore you with it, but but the neighbor over here was really making a bunch of fucking noise, man, with the music at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and then I leave and I come back hours later, and I figured, they must have had their enjoyment already. And nope, I came back like at 4:30 or 5, I think, and it was still going on, man. I'm like, fuck. So then I left again, and I left for about an hour to walk the dog, and I tried really hard just to relax and just I put my headphones on and I started editing a video, a Black Sabbath tribute video that I made. And when I stopped, it was like about 11 at night, and it was still fucking going on. Boom, 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 like damn. And that's when I just feel like I had a nervous breakdown, because it's like, I'm already tense with anxiety and stuff, and now I got to deal with this shit and the prick upstairs. Whoa, man. I mean, how much can you take? Really, how much can you take? How much can you take? So that's when I left, and I wrote to my doctors, and I told them, that I can't wait 2 weeks for them to see me. And I said, I'm going to Mexico and get me some Klonopin. I didn't tell them that, but I tried to go see, I don't know how many psychiatrists, like 3 of them. 2 of them wouldn't give me anything. The other one just threw out some freaking med. I forget what it was called. And then when I read all the side effects and the withdrawal effects, I'm like, God damn, man. Brain zaps and I mean, all kinds of horrible stuff, you know? I didn't take them, man. I said, I didn't even pick them up. Um, so then all of a sudden, like 3 days ago, maybe 4. Oh, shit. Maybe 4. Did I take my med today? No, I didn't. Boy, I'm glad I remembered. Because it's working really good. And I think it's called Lexapro. It's called Lexapro. And my doctor from UCSD responded. He talked to me over the phone very, very calmly, very understanding. And he prescribed Lexapro, 5 milligrams, which is like the lowest. And also some other one that I haven't even taken. But the other one is for as needed, which is, I think he's trying to get me off of Klonopin, but it ain't going to happen. Klonopin has been wonderful, and I take it only as needed. I haven't taken it. So anyway, so the bottom line is that this Lexapro that I've been taking seems to be freaking working. You know, it really seems to be working. I think I'm on the 3rd. Today should be the 4th day, if I'm not mistaken. So I've noticed that I'm more calm. I'm not as stressed. And I think it's working. But the damage is already done about leaving here. And so what I just decided to do is to stay here as long as I can for the remaining 2 months that the housing department said they're going to respond by. And if they don't respond, if they deny me, the next thing that's going to come is either buy a trailer and keep the van, and then find an RV park somewhere in Mexico, somewhere far south from Tijuana, Rosarito. The farthest I think I would probably go is like Ensenada. I mean, the closest would be like Ensenada and past that. Okay. I thought about the Merida, Yucatan, and all that, but damn, I'm a little concerned about that because of the distance and also the heat. I haven't been there in a long time. I've been there before in 2013 and also a number of years before that to go scuba diving. And I loved it. I really loved it. So I have to decide what direction to take, whether to get the trailer or maybe take my dog and I and go visit Merida and places over there and see if it's something that we still like, that I still like. And so that's where things are at. And in the meantime, I will be doing videos about, being in the van, because I did notice that, man, it's nice. I'm fortunate to have, a van and electricity, solar electricity, with a heater, a bed, a refrigerator, freezer, and be able to get up and go whenever I want to another home on wheels. So I thought, keep the van and hold off until the housing department responds, and then start making your other plan. Because I'm not going to stay here. I'm not. I may stay until the end of December, maybe, if they deny me, because that'll give me enough time to figure out what I'm going to do. maybe January, maybe the end of January, because I want to visit. If they deny me, I would like to visit Merida and Yucatan down there. And there would be nothing more wonderful than for me to sell that van and buy me a 4-wheel drive pickup truck down there and go sightseeing and enjoy life over there. So anyhow, so that's where things are at. I was going to show you some other things before I leave you guys. I think it's the YouTube channel. I don't know. YouTube it's tough, man. At first I really wanted to monetize it, but I mean, it's very discouraging, not to see, even a like on the videos. I mean, look at this. Well, there's 2 likes here. Okay, I'll press 1, 3. But there's others where there's nothing. I mean, like this one here. Okay, well, there's a like. Now I've got 3 likes. Okay, I think I hit a like myself because I was using a different account, and I hit myself a like. But there's some that, man, I mean, really not even a freaking like, man. I mean, like, look at this one. 32 views, 2 likes. Okay. No comment. Well, there's 1 comment here. What is this here? You have been talking a lot about the trailer, and now after seeing, and I'm sorry I don't reply, but sometimes I forget. You have been talking about a lot about, who is this person? SDFD, somebody. You have been talking a lot about a trailer, and now after seeing it looks very nice. That's the one trailer. They sold that already, by the way. I've been gutted for blah, blah, blah. Yeah, can't beat the price. The Home Depot trucks, I don't know what this person was referring to. You can't beat the price. Couldn't you rent one of those Home Depot trucks they advertise for $19 a day? Okay, for what? I don't understand. Building out the interior, traveling and living out of it would make great content. Yeah. I hope succeed. Well, see, this is, I don't know who this is. That trailer got sold. Yeah, so they sold the trailer that I was looking at. They dropped it to $1,400. So, this one here that I was telling you about right here. Wow, the cover. See, like this one, you got 32 views and only 2 likes. I mean, it helps. It really does if you hit a like, I mean, I know I ramble and, I'm not the greatest person to look at or the greatest speaker, so anyhow, that's one of them. And what is this here? I forget what I was going to discuss. I think that was it about the likes. I don't know. It's really hard to do these videos, man. And then also Aussie. I have another channel called Headbanger Ministries, as you know, and these bastards on YouTube blocked my video tribute to Black Sabbath, and I had to upload it. I just created this one on my. Man, I need to learn those scales. I hear my notes. Some of them are not there, the right ones. I really need to. But see, this is why I would love to have that trailer, you know, um, or to live on an upstairs unit, so that I don't have to stress out about, neighbors here and there. And if they decide to play their freaking loud music, well, I'll go in the van, and I also said, you know what, if I do get approved and they do move me to another unit, I thought about selling the van, um, and buying possibly a small motorhome, a small one, uh, and then gut it and convert it into a music studio instead of the van and the trailer. Uh, it's funny. The other thing I thought about was that if I sold the van, I've been seeing a lot of Nissan Pathfinder 4x4s, the older model style, which I really like, for really inexpensive. And you're talking they got like 160,000 miles or so, for a Nissan Pathfinder 4-wheel drive. And I said, shit, man. I said, if I had one of those, man, I could go overlanding to many places down south in Mexico. I'd even be bold enough to drive all the way to Yucatan, you know? If I wasn't happy in that apartment in the end. But with a car like that, I would go. Yeah. So, anyhow, what the hell was I? How did I get into that? Oh, yeah, about focusing more on my music, YouTube videos, and things like that. Learning guitar scales and so forth. Because I would be more relaxed. There really is a lot of tension in this apartment building. And it's very stressful. But I am very grateful that my doctor was able to give me this new medication, and I'm going to stick it out. So far, I haven't felt any kind of weird symptoms, and it's definitely helping me. And it's only 5 milligrams, so I'm wondering what the 10 milligram will do. Like, woo! I don't know. But I'm going to stick with this till I see them again. So anyway, so so they blocked the stupid so these are very hard to do, these videos. I tried to I uploaded this video here, Ozzy Osbourne, and I had to route it to another platform called Rumble, because YouTube said that I had violated copyright, blah, blah, blah. This is Rumble. That I had violated, copyright, whatever, material, And the video has no music at all anywhere. It's just footage. And it took me a long time, man, to do this video. I mean, I put a lot of effort into this video. And they said it violates copyright whatever laws. I'm like, really? So, and then you got people here from other channels that have, I mean, look at this. That's from the actual concert. And then you have thousands and thousands of other people uploading, I mean, like this guy here, I don't know who it is. There's another one. Isn't that copyright infringement also? So why are they allowing this this Christo, whatever the hell he's from? Why are they allowing him? And why are they denying me? How did I violate copyright? I mean, look at this. This is a professional. I mean, I guess he's going in. He's recording it. He's got 1,100 views. I don't know who it is, but and watch. I bet you anything they'll probably send me a note saying, "Oh, you violated a copyright, whatever, because I played just what I played you." This. Who knows? I don't know, but so you understand what I'm saying? It's just really unfair what these people are doing, because why do they allow, again, thousands and thousands of bootleg uploads of performers, bands, without any issues, and yet here I do my own video of tribute to Ozzy with no audio from the concert, nothing, and they tell me that I can't play it on my YouTube channel, Headbanger Ministries. So the point is that it's very frustrating to work with them, with YouTube and these copyright laws. It's very difficult. I don't understand. So anyhow, I guess what I was also trying to say is that that it's very difficult to work on these videos of mine when there's very 2 or 3 likes. I mean, are they that bad? Seriously, tell me, are they that bad? Help me out here. What would you like to see me improve on? I do know that I do have a lot of videos that say where I go, and I know, but this is where I was asking in another video about possibly doing a fundraiser to help me buy this DaVinci Resolve editing program. I use the free version, which is right down here. Let me show it to you. I have the free version. Here it is, DaVinci Resolve, but it's limited. There are many features that I would love to use, but I can't because it's the free version. Now the buy version is, well, $295, as you can see here. It's $295. And also, I used to work with Final Cut Pro 10 a lot, and that one is let's see, this is DaVinci Resolve, but again, it's the free version. And here's one of the videos that I made. See, this is DaVinci Resolve, but it's limited to a lot of things that I really like to use. It's a wonderful program. It's really nice, but there's limitations, and that's $300. And the other program is Logic Pro. I mean Final Cut Pro. Now it's 11, and that one is also $300. So I know my videos can improve a lot in the editing, because I like editing, but I guess what I'm also trying to say, like I said, is I'm asking for your help to let me know what am I doing wrong, that people are not hitting like. I know I don't have like the greatest lighting, I know I don't have like the greatest backdrop. I know I don't have like multiple cameras aiming, one over here, one over there, one down here, I know. And it's all money, and it's all you need. You need a space, and you need a peace of mind, and in order to do all that, you need the peace of mind. You need some extra money. You need the likes, the interaction, the motivation. Otherwise, you know, I mean, uh, anyhow, you guys. Well, I'm not sure what to talk about. I guess I'm gonna cut the video here, and thank you for watching the wandering troubadour, and listening to my my hissy fits. My hissy number nine. By the way, this plug-in here that you're watching, this is called a plug-in. This thing was like $60, I think, and this is a remake. It's a digital reverb made by T-Rax. These guys, IK Multimedia makes T-Rax. They were extremely generous to me during COVID. They didn't give me this one. This one I had to pay for. But during COVID, I had to. Everybody was locked up, and I that's when I started to get into the eschatology thing, and also that's when I found out about plugins, which is digital music gear. And I have so many, you guys. I have like choirs. I wish I could open them for you here. I wasn't planning all this. I always seem to talk about it when I don't plan them. But I have like all kinds of music plug-in. I mean, I have choirs here. I have percussions of all kinds, and of course, there's always a freaking. Okay, well, here they came out. You know, I got like these colossal drums that I bought, and let me see if I can play them. No. Oh, there we go. So there are like all kinds of stuff that I play with. Let me get rid of this one. There's one here. Now it says that it's missing. Let me see. Children's choir. I don't have my. I don't. The keyboard is not on. But when you add reverb to these beautiful choirs, when you add reverb to them, they sound, oh man, beautiful. And this is why I would love to have one of those editing programs like DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro without any limitations, so that I can work on these videos and do like tutorials even, and improve the content material. And it would also motivate me to comb my hair. And anyhow, you guys, so I was saying, and I'll leave you with this. When COVID happened, I was learning about plugins, and I bought like the whole set of editing plugins from them. I think they were like $150, but they're worth now like, I think they're selling it for like $500 or $600. Yeah, so they gave me all of these great plugins, man. I don't know. I bought the guitar set is what it was. And then they said, oh, here, we'll throw in these. And I didn't know nothing about them. I'm like, what is this stuff? And then when I looked online and the prices that they were selling them for, I said, hey, wait a minute. I said, I don't want to be responsible for paying for these. I didn't order these. And because they were like expensive. Like one plugin was like $100, and they gave me like, man, a whole freaking bunch of them. And they said, no problem, don't worry about it. These are a gift to you, they said. I'm like, wow, man. And man, yeah, so that whole package of editing plugins that they gave me, uh, they're going for like $500 right now. And they gave it to me free from during COVID. I guess they were being generous and trying to help people to be productive, you know. So I'm very grateful to them, to IK Multimedia, creators of T-Rex, and they made this plugin that you're seeing now. I think like I don't forget how many months ago, but it's a actual replica of the actual Sunset Sound studio reverb chambers that they have, along with many others, you know, that they have, um, and like they've got live rooms, and these are actual real rooms in the studio, you know, and then also they tell you information like, you know, the sound of this room was part of the biggest hits from artists like Prince. I mean, there's like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, uh, Van Halen. You know, these are actual chambers that they used. And let's see what it sounds like. Hello, test 1 2, test 1 2, test. Let's see, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. See, they all sound different. Test 1 2, test Motown. I think we're doing. Look at that. So listen to that. Test 1 2, test 1 2. I mean, that's beautiful reverb. Test 1 2, test 1 2, testing 1 2. You know. So anyway, so when they did this, I was looking for something for vocals, and a specific reverb for vocals. I mean, it doesn't just do vocals; it does every instrument, and I love it. It's like $60, I think, so it was worth every penny. You know, so you know, so the bottom line is that hitting likes really motivates me. You know, it really does. It really motivates me. That's all I can say. So anyhow, you guys, well, I do thank you again for watching. And today I recorded from my laptop. And okay, so I thank you for watching. Goodbye. Bye.